Hi folks, right, this might not work, but acrylic, cadmium yellow, it's a, where was it? Got a big tube of it, I did it. Come on, where's the yellow got? That's rinsing oil, we don't want rinsing oil. Put the watercolours away. Oh, well, I don't know where that's gone. Got other yellows, but I've got this lovely thick yellow, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? I'm always losing stuff. Oh, here we are, that was right by the side of me. This one, Dale around the ultra thick acrylic. So I'm going to use that now. So that's this one. It's a cadmium yellow. We've got raw sienna, yellow ochre, cadmium, red. Not particularly sure what it is. Ultramarine, bit of burnt sienna, Payne's grey, and a bit of Viridian. I don't usually use Viridian, but I'm going to use it for the grassy area of this little landscape with my lovely stipple brush. So this is a piece of, or a sheet of, what would you say, it's a palette, or an acrylic palette, a tear-off palette. This came with all the paints that I inherited, tear-off palette. But I've done it like this so that hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Because being acrylic, if I clip it on the sides of the boards I do with oil, it would just run down the palette eventually. So without more ado, let's create a sky. I've got this lovely big brush, £15 that cost, unbelievable. This is another one I bought last Monday week. That was £17, 32 quid for those. Anyway, they're quality brushes. They're Winsor & Newton. So I've got a bit of vet gel here. Look, vet gel as an extender, cheap. It doesn't go on blue. It disappears. So, but we'll have a bit of blue. Let's just get some paint over this prime bit of MDF. Now, these paints have been on my palette, or in the Stay Wet palette, since I started doing all the watercolours that I've just done. So let's just seal the MDF. I'm not going to be very adventurous with this one. Just wobbly. I'm trying to get this so it doesn't wobble. Well, we'll have to let that go. I can't waste any more time. Clean the brush. Find a bit of toweling. Oh, where's all my cut pieces? Oh, there's one. I'm always collecting towels. This is usually they're worn out, but they're okay. They take the moisture out of the brush. I use them a lot for oils, as you know. So we'll clean that brush. Get some nice light in there. We'll add a bit of ochre, a bit of white. It's quite strong, that ochre. Look at that. Let's have a bit of red in there. It's drying on the palette, that's why I'm not a lover of working away from the stay wet palette. A lot of people, they use saucers, all sorts of things. But I think it's fashion as much as anything. I quite like that red. Go back a bit of a good bit of a mauvey colour. Not sure I like that. Just a bit of red and yellow and white. Ooh. Right, let's get that mauve back again, but not quite so dark. Put plenty of colour on the sky here. Go back to that yellow, red and white. I was tempted to do an abstract, but I'm not quite ready to do that. Let's keep that nice and light. Right, never put in some trees on that. Very gentle sky. Right, let's put that to one side. Let's get another brush. It's another Winsor & Newton brush. I will put in some red, blue, yellow. Cool, that's heavy, isn't it? I'll go over that, but let's try it. I'll open that up when it dries. I did one in oil a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, which I've sold. It was, I called it Rambling. Oh, I get some dark in there. Just a mix of 3 primaries. Because then we can counter change. Keep your brushes very clean, because if the acrylic dries on them, you've lost your brush. And at the price I paid for these, this one wasn't cheap. It's the smallest of the 3. Right, there we go. Let's have some fun now. Got the old, one of the worn out brushes that I use for stipple, and I will. I use this Viridian now. Bit of ochre. Bit of white. Ooh. No, I don't like that. Just get the paint off, because you can, with acrylic you can change it quite quickly. Bit of ochre. Let's get some dark in there. Bit of Payne's grey and the yellow. Bit of shadow. Right, just get the paint on. Don't worry about refining any bit of it. Just go for the whole lot. Just move around. Bit of darker green in there. A bit of red. Warm things up. I haven't got a frame for this, so I'll find a mount just to stick around it when it's finished. Just to... Stippling is great fun. Look, I'm not painting. I'm just using stipple. Marvellous. put a load of flowers in there. Let's have some white and some ochre. Add a bit of red to that. Put a bit of a path through there, I think. Why not? Bit of violet. Oops. Got some darker greens in there just to highlight that path. Because I'm going to try and have some figures. Dark. Those are colour. I'm not very good on paths, I have to say. I mean, they can be very light, as I'm trying to do here, sort of ochre-y. Okay, I'm going to squeeze some more of that yellow out because I want to get some really light greens now in there. Now, this is really having fun with the paint, isn't it? We've gone from the brush to stippling, different techniques, but they're just great fun. Bit of white in there. A bit of the gel. Try not to get any patterns. We want this random. Oh, let's get some nice greens in this little trees here. Oh, that Viridian is beautiful with the cad yellow. It's catching a bit of light. Let's get some dark in there. That's some blue and red. The vet gel that I'm using is what it is. It's a vet gel that vets use to lubricate. No, not that one. It's a very bright day after yesterday. Quite, we had a real dingy day. I don't like that. Let's get a darker green. The yellow ochre goes well with Viridian. Okay, let's get some nice light ochre. Just in here and there. The paint's drying on the palette. Now you get lots of cow parsley. Don't mistake it for deadly nightshade. I'm going to try and bring some of that sky back into here. Right, okay, let's put some wildflowers, bit of red. Now, bit of blue for cornflowers. Right, throwing the kitchen sink on that now. I'll put some bits of yellow for primroses or buttercups. Chocolate box. Right, clean brush. Now I'm going to try to do some figures. Now there won't be figures like portrait figures, they'll be rough. So let's find a rough brush. Oh, there's a brush, a little sterling Ultra Art flat. Well, it was. I used a lot of these when I was painting vanish for doing the windows and fine bits and pieces. Alright, so let's get a bit of red. Let's just give him a white hat because it's a very sunny day. Ooh. You want small heads, so let's just get rid of that. I'll give him a light yellow. Right, okay, that's not too bad. Let's just refine the jeans. I don't think that's very good, but get the cheese down a little bit further. Quite a steep hill that. Put one up here. It's going to be quite warm today. I'm glad to say, after yesterday. That's Mrs. Smith. Sort of mates in a way. By the time I finish this, it's going to be dry, which is good. The figures are very weak, aren't they? But I don't really practice. I should do, especially watercolour. I think his legs are just a little bit too finished. Okay, well we'll let that go. I think the only bit of detail I'm going to use is, if I can, is putting some trunks in. Yellow ochre. Quite hard to get the paint thin enough to register. God. It might be because it's still a little bit damp. A little bit better, but I've put some stipple on there. Oh, I've ruined that. Right, let's change that. Okay, let's paint that out. Right, go back to that stipple. There's me a little stipple. Trying to put in some so that's quite thin paint now. Okay, well let's give it a bit of a signature. I'll find a mound. Oh, oh. Right, now. I think that might be too. Oh, I don't know though. What if there's one a bit bigger than that? Too small, isn't it? Right, well, use that one. That's fair enough. Be careful it doesn't go in the paint. Put a clip on it. The sky looks a little bit dark, isn't it? That's, well, I don't know. We'll keep that going. Another rambling one. See if I can just zoom into it. Right, I think. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. I'll get it uploaded and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.